Hi everybody. How's it going? I come with you with another 30-minute class because this is so quick. Every time we'll just like get right into it. Let's go ahead and start in a child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touch. Extend through the fingertips, drop your forehead down. Take some breaths here. Few sets. In today's practice, I was thinking about this fun flow. We've done this before, maybe you came to this class, focusing on this idea of an arrow. When I got my arrow tattoo, and the idea like when you're an arrow and say you have a bow and arrow and you're pulling it back, you feel like you're getting pulled backwards in life. If you were the arrow, you're going to think that you're going backwards, but you're actually getting pulled back, setting your vision, right? Seeing like where you want to aim and your target, right? And then as you get pulled back with force. And then when you get launched, you can go flying into that direction. So maybe in this part of our life right now, we can think of that as being like, we think we're getting like pulled back, but we're actually getting prepared that when things do get back into our like normal flow, that we're gonna go like full force, right? And maybe we'll go back with this really clear vision. So just thinking of it that way, we'll incorporate that into part of the flow. I think it would be kind of fun to do this today. So go ahead and come up into your tabletop. Remember, you can modify and take any variations you need throughout this practice. And if you don't warm up your wrist and forearms, then make sure that you do it now. We're gonna go ahead and lean forward and back a couple of times. I'm actually using the CBD THC cream on my wrist and forearm that I found that I'm really loving. So if anyone has any kind of aches and pains, I can suggest it to you if you want to write me. And it's really helped a lot. Turn the fingertips in, palms up, and rock a little left and right, just to give the wrist a tiny bit of warm up before we go right into it. And from here, fingertips go straight forward, kick your right leg back, left arm forward, take an inhale. Exhale, make a fist, elbow to knee or even past it as you press into the bottom hand. Inhale, get nice and long, neutral neck, look a little bit forward. Exhale, pull it in. 3 more, inhale. Open the hand, exhale, pull it in, make a fist. 2 more, press into the bottom hand. Exhale. 1 more time. Exhale, round it in. And then go ahead and release. Same thing for the other side. Left leg back, right arm forward. Get nice and long. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee or past it. Make a fist. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull the belly in. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more time. Exhale. And then go ahead and release into tabletop. Inhale for cow. Exhale into cat. Keep going, keep going. Arch your spine. Press into the tops of the feet. Lift the knees. Toes curl under, downward facing dog. Press all the way into the hands, especially index finger to thumb. Rock the weight a little to the left and right, and then find the weight right in the center. Relax the heels, maybe even soften your knees to start and push your tailbone higher. Breathe here. 3 more breaths, just checking in with your body and your mind and your spirit. One more breath here. And then look forward, step forward, top of the mat. Feet hip distance, lift halfway up. Exhale as you forward fold. Interlace your hands behind you. Then bend one knee, move your fist over to the right. Bend your left knee, move over to the left. Just go back and forth. Wiggle it out here for a moment. Shake out your head, release in your jaw. Release the arms. Inhale, roll up to standing, roll the shoulders up and down. Reach the arms up, big breath in. Back bend, open it up, exhale. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Step back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward, tippy toes. Exhale, all the way down to the ground. Cobra, inhale, open up the heart and the shoulders roll back. Exhale, lower back and down. 2 more. Exhale, nice and gradual, back and down. Press the tops of the feet, inhale. Exhale, back and down. Toes curl under. Either push into tabletop or high plank to downward facing dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Tadasana, bring it all the way up, inhale. Back bend, exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Plant your palms, step back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. You can always lower to your belly too. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're just gonna keep it going here. Take a big breath in. Bigger breath out. Look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift first, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, chair pose. Airplane arms and lift your heels. Hands come to prayer. Sit down onto the back of the heels. Separate your knees and then sit all the way down. Bring it up into boat and lower down for half boat. Stay here. 4 more breaths. Last 3. 2. 1 more. You got it. Bring the knees in. Cross your ankles, rock and roll. Plant your palms. As we step back into down dog, bring your right leg high to the ceiling. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. So we're gonna go ahead and make our way into warrior 1. So move your left foot to the left, flatten it out. So your feet are on separate train tracks here. Hips are forward, shoulders forward. Reach the arms up. Take an inhale. Then as you exhale, interlace your hands. Inhale, open up your heart. Exhale as you bow forward for humble warrior. Inhale, come back up, warrior 1. And as you exhale, we're gonna go ahead and open up for warrior 2. I'm gonna face this way for this warrior 2 transition. So the back hand, the left hand, is gonna come down and forward towards the front hand. And then you're gonna pretend you're holding onto a bow and arrow and you're pulling the arrow back. Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, right? And then take aim here. Whatever it is in life that you're focusing on, whatever you want to multiply, whatever you want when we come out of this, or even in the next day, right? Whatever you can see ahead of you. Sink into the front knee and then release it. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up. And as you exhale, both hands go down to the ground. Right leg goes back in chaturanga, maybe it hovers. Up dog on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. High. Left leg high, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Here comes Layla. Inhale, bring it high. Exhale, bring it through. Low lunge. So your left foot is to the left, your right foot is to the right. Flatten out your back foot. Stay in the front knee. Reach the arms up. Hips and shoulders point forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Reach your fist down, puff up through your heart. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior as you fold to the inside of your leg. Come back up on the inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Move your back foot to line up to the front. Open the arms, relax the shoulders over the hips. Stay in the front knee here. Take the back arm, the right hand, and bring it down towards the front hand. Pull that arrow back, set your aim. And then as you release it, inhale, reverse warrior, reach it up. Exhale, both hands down to the ground. Left leg goes back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale for chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, toes curl under. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. 2 more. Exhale through your mouth. 1 more time. Look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, release into your fold. Chair pose, inhale. Sipping bird, lift your heels, reach the arms back. Open the hands, squeeze the shoulders, heels higher. Sit lower. Breathe here. Hands at prayer, and we'll sit down to the back of the heels. Go ahead, separate the knees and plop it down to your seat. Reach it up for full bow. Lower down for half bow. Bring your hands behind your head. And then let's go ahead and cross the right ankle on the left thigh. Bend the left knee, pull it in. Inhale, hover the left leg. Exhale, pull it in. Gaze up, relax your neck. Inhale, exhale, pull it in. Inhale, exhale through your teeth. 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Hold in your figure 4 for a moment. Maybe rock a little left and right if you want to feel different sensations there. Pull it in actively in the legs. Use your hands in any way to assist you feeling this posture the way you want to. Watch out, Layla. Good, and then from here, legs straight up to the ceiling. Go ahead and rock up to boat. And then we'll lower down for half boat. And then we're gonna cross. Left ankle, right thigh. Hands interlace behind your head. Let your head be heavy and drop into your hands. Take an inhale, the right foot's hovered. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, hover it. Exhale, pull it in. Keep your gaze straight up. Force the exhale. Last 7, 8, 9, 1 more. Relax your head and shoulders, grab onto your legs any way you want. Maybe rock it to the left and right, or just hold it into center. Flex the left toes towards the left knee to keep supporting your left knee. Couple extra breaths here. 1 more time. Release the legs to the ceiling. Roll the ankles, wiggle through the toes, and maybe shake the legs out. It just feels good to be physical in the body and get out any of that stress, any of that tension. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Cross your ankles, rock and roll, plant your palms. Right leg goes high on the inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, bring your right leg high. Bend your knee, open your hip. Straighten the right leg, inhale. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Warrior 1, inhale. Exhale, hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up through the heart, back bend. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, come back up. Arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, bring your left hand down and towards the right hand. Exhale it out. Inhale, pull back your arrow. Exhale it out. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, both hands down. Right leg goes back. Chaturanga. Keep the gaze forward. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Bend your knee. Exhale, open your hip. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, bring it through. Low lunge. Set up the feet. Warrior 1. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hands behind your back. Inhale, open up the heart and throat. Exhale, let your head bow to your heart. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale it out. Take an inhale, pull it back. Exhale it out, set your aim. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Step back. Maybe the left leg floats. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Toes curl back under. Downward facing dog. Maybe a sip of water. I have my doors and windows open today. It's so warm. I'm making these videos like a day before you guys see them. So hopefully it's nice weather. Get that air flowing. Breathe here. One more round of breath. Good. So now we're nice and warmed up. So from here, let's go ahead and get into the shoulders a little bit. We did this in class, but we're gonna take it again here. I'll first demonstrate from, I'm gonna have my toes curled under and sit back. This is a nice way to stretch out your feet too. We're going to wrap up for eagle arms. You can also grab opposite shoulder with your right elbow underneath. Otherwise, we're going to try to wrap up the elbows and take the right hand and grab the left wrist with the left palm facing up. From here, we're going to bring our arms down to the ground. So the palm is facing up in the left hand, and I'm going to walk my knees back so they're pretty much underneath my hips. And then while keeping your body just like that, you're gonna drag the hips back. So then you feel like you're really pulling into those outer shoulders. Take a few breaths here. Notice what is going on in those shoulders. Breathe into it, breathe through it. I know it can be intense physically, emotionally, spiritually to go through this practice, to go through life, but show up for it. Whatever it needs to look like, whatever it needs to be for you, be there for it. And really set your aim. Set your gaze internally, externally. So when we do get launched forward, we're ready. We'll walk the knees back in so they're in front of the hips. And then from here, I'm gonna have the toes curled under, but you can have the feet flat too. We're gonna go ahead and sit back up. And then as you release the arms, kind of release them back fast. Like you're shaking water off of the hands. Just kind of releasing any of that energy that feels stuck there. And then we'll go for the other side. So we're gonna wrap the left elbow underneath. Again, you can take this with the elbow underneath and grabbing the shoulders as a variation. You would just bring your elbows down, and as you walk the knees back, you'll just pull back. It's gonna be a different sensation. You can have the palms face up this way too. Like if you were on the ground, you could have the arms like this. If you can't wrap and grab your right wrist, you could have the palms facing up and both forearms down as a variation. It will pretty much feel about the same. It's just gonna be a little more intense to grab the wrist. And you wanna get the knees underneath your hips and then pull the hips back. So it's just like a little bit of a shift, but you're gonna feel it. So when that left elbow is underneath, you probably will feel it mostly outer right shoulder. Take a few moments. You can rest your chin. You can look forward or down. You just don't want to look all the way in because it's obviously not very comfortable. There's not really a good spot to rest your forehead. It's more for your chin if you were going to rest. Couple extra breaths. Imagine that breath like medicine, right? Going in and healing parts of you that just need some attention, the need to help you release. One more breath. And then walk the knees in. I'm gonna have my toes curled under, but yours can be flat. We're gonna come up. As you release the arms, kind of shake them off like you're just shaking water off. You're shaking off whatever you were working on getting rid of in those shoulders. One more. Good. And then from here, we'll go ahead and come to our knees and cross your ankles behind you to come back to a seat. Time goes by really fast. Half an hour is crazy fast. So, and I still want you to get a final Shavasana, right? All this hard work, we got to rest at the end. So we will go ahead and use your core, lay back and down, drop your feet down. Make sure you can touch your heels lightly with your middle finger. Feet are just about your hip bone distance, not your outer hips, just hip bones. Press into the feet, toes point forward. Shimmy your shoulders a little tighter if you want to interlace your hands and lift up. Gaze straight up, keep your neck neutral, breathe here. Try to relax the glutes. Especially like being on high alert all the time now, it's like, right, we live in this more of this state of anxiety. Notice like what you clench, your jaw, your glutes, your hands, like just start to create the awareness when you're at home, especially, to try to let it go. Another round of breath. Lift the hips and then release the hands, slowly lower down. And then try to have your whole lower back flat to the ground, knees together, feet apart. So your feet are wider than your hips. And then one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or your arms could go out to the sides. Take a few breaths here, maybe close your eyes. Take that time to be with yourself, really be present. And this practice is about encompassing, right, that whole embodiment and noticing how the body, mind, spirit, it's all connected, right? If we do something with one, it's going to affect the other. So we want to take that time to be present with all parts of ourselves. And then rock the legs to the right and the left, massaging out here in the lower back and the glutes. Arms can just be out to the sides. You could gaze right and left. And from here, we'll go ahead and get the feet up. So if you want to sit on your hands or some pillows, or shoulders to engage the core to get the legs up, go for it. You can even take like a headstand right now if you rather take that. If you're like early in your day and you're feeling like, you know, I really want to wake up. Or if you're like, there's something we didn't even cover because it's such a short class, you can always take it, right? This is a class on YouTube, so you can pause it and do what you need. So if you wanted to take a moment to just find what you need before we end this class. I like to pretend I'm riding a bicycle upside down. Maybe you go for plow pose or deaf man's pose. Ease your way out of it though, right? I always kind of lift my head just to make it easier. And when you do come down, if you love like a happy baby pose, ooh, my hips are popping. You could take that. If you're feeling any other postures here, we're winding it down. We have about a minute before final Shavasana. So if you'd like a spinal twist or your head to knee pose, I want you to still make this yours, right? I'm here to suggest and hold that space for you to go for it, right? And to stay disciplined and stay committed to it. But in that moment, maybe if you just can quiet down the mind enough, you can listen to what your body's saying. And maybe your body's like, all right, I'm ready for this final Shavasana. So start to wrap it up. I keep sitting up to see the time. I probably should switch where I put my clock. But we're gonna go ahead and bring the knees back in. Really big hug here. Squeeze it in. And open up, final Shavasana, final resting pose. Palms face up, close your eyes. Natural breath and let it go. Get comfortable so that you can enjoy this amazing energy that you cultivated for yourself. If you feel like you want to take it longer after this class is over, more power to you. If you're like, I'm primed for meditation, you could go ahead into that. But if you only have 30 minutes, I get it. Something is always better than nothing when it comes to our practice. Even if it was like you just took a down dog, that's all you did all day. At least something, right? Give yourself some credit and give yourself some grace. Right, when we feel like we're getting pulled back in life, sometimes we can't see clearly ahead. Right now, it's like we can't see an end to this, right? So it's like really frustrating to be able to like look forward and pin like a date on things or be able to plan anything. But if you want to think of it as like what is going on within you in this time, instead of what's going on outside of yourself, this is that time to really turn inward. This is a time for all of us to get super, super strong. Stay here for a few more minutes. It's so worth it. You're worth it. I want you to soak it up. You can always play music in the background if you need or anything to make this really special for you. Close your eyes. Let go of needing to control. See if you can just notice little sounds. Notice sensations, notice thoughts, and then come back to sending out gratitude for the way things are, that we do have these safe homes that we get to be in right now. That we still get to practice yoga with each other. Just one more minute. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana longer if you have that time or you want to meditate now. If you need to move from your space into the rest of your day, start to create nice, gentle movements, deepen the breath. Savoring everything from this practice and taking it off this mat, from this experience, putting it into the rest of your day, rest of your week, or until next time we see each other. Make your yoga so much more than what happens on this little mat. If you want to stretch nice and long, arms overhead, you can move a little left and right. And then bring your knees into your chest to either rock forward and back to come up to a seated pose or fetal position to come up. And from here, Hands up, prayer. Take an inhale. Exhale it out. Thumbs to your third eye center. Bowing to the teacher in all things. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. I miss you so much. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments, and I'm here for you. So let me know how I can improve or anything that you need. All right. Namaste.